Seniors, do this 3 minutes a day to restore balance. No gym, no pills. Have you ever stood up from a chair and, for just a second, questioned whether your legs could hold you? That brief moment, the wobble, the hesitation, the quiet fear, it's not just in your head, it's real, and it's more common than you think. In fact, balance issues after 60 are now one of the leading causes of fear, falls, and fractured independence among older adults in America. But here's what nobody told you: it doesn't have to be this way. Hi, I'm Dr. Harris, and in this video, I'll show you a simple 3-minute routine you can do at home that helps retrain your balance reflexes, reconnect your brain to your body, and restore your confidence in movement. You don't need a gym, a trainer, or any pills. All you need is a little space, a few deep breaths, and the willingness to begin. Before we dive in, I'd be honored if you'd hit subscribe and tap the bell. I create content like this every week, simple, science-based strategies to help you stay stronger, steadier, and more independent with age. Because your balance isn't gone, it's just been waiting for you to wake it up. Part 1, your balance didn't vanish. It was silently switched off. You stood up yesterday and felt it again, that strange moment where your body paused before your feet moved. A second of hesitation, a flicker of doubt. But here's the truth that might surprise you. Your muscles aren't the real problem. Your legs might still be strong. It's your nervous system, specifically the delicate systems that once helped you balance without even thinking, that are no longer getting the signals they need. When you were younger, your body had 3 powerful balance allies working 24/7. The vestibular system inside your inner ear, which tells your brain when your head turns or your body shifts direction. Your visual system, which orients you in space by showing your brain where you are and where you're going. And proprioception, the silent sense built into your feet, joints, and muscles that tells your brain exactly what your body's doing even when your eyes are closed. These systems used to work in harmony, but after age 60, studies show they begin to weaken by up to 35% per decade, especially if they're not consistently challenged. It doesn't happen overnight. It's slow, subtle, and silent. One day you're stepping down a curb with ease. The next, you're grabbing for a railing without realizing why. And modern life doesn't help. We sit more, walk less, use elevators, soft shoes, smooth floors. We've removed nearly all the natural triggers that once kept our balance systems awake. According to a 2022 report from the CDC, 1 in 4 older adults in the U.S. falls each year, and many of those falls aren't caused by weak muscles, but by misfiring balance systems. The good news: these systems aren't broken. They're just asleep, and science has proven they can be reawakened not through medication or machines, but through very specific movements and gentle retraining. That's exactly what we'll explore next: how just 3 minutes a day can start sending the right signals back to your brain and rebuild the balance that aging tries to take away. But first, I want you to sit with this realization. If you've been blaming yourself for feeling unstable, please stop. This isn't your fault. It's not laziness. It's not age catching up. It's simply disuse. And like an old radio losing signal, you can tune it back in if you know how. Next, we'll begin with the first step in that process: waking up your body's forgotten feet, the foundation of every stable movement. Part 2, the 3-minute reset that reconnects your brain to your body. In the previous section, we uncovered a powerful truth: your balance didn't disappear. It was quietly switched off. So now the question becomes, how do we turn it back on? Not with heavy weights, not with complicated gym routines, but with precise, intentional movements that send a signal to the parts of your nervous system that have gone quiet. Think of it like rebooting a computer. You don't need to rebuild the hardware, you just need to re-engage the operating system. That's exactly what this 3-minute daily routine is designed to do. Let's break it down. Heel to toe, walk 1 minute. This simple line walk wakes up the forgotten sensors in your feet, especially important because our feet have over 200,000 nerve endings that help send real-time feedback to the brain. By walking slowly with your heel touching the toe of the other foot, you force your body to re-establish connection between your feet, spine, and brain. A 2020 study from the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that seniors who practice heel-to-toe walking for just 1 minute a day had a 26% improvement in balance test scores within 4 weeks. Gentle head turns of 45 seconds. Most seniors avoid moving their head quickly out of fear of dizziness, but the less you move your head, the weaker your vestibular system becomes. This exercise retrains your brain to process movement and spatial shifts again. Standing still, turn your head left and right slowly while keeping your body stable. It may seem minor, but these small movements sharpen your internal GPS. One leg stand 30 seconds per leg. Standing on one foot activates your core, ankle, knee, and hip stabilizers all at once. It's not just a test of strength, it's a full body reset that recalibrates how your nervous system responds to imbalance. Older adults who can stand on one leg for 30 seconds are 40% less likely to suffer serious falls. According to the American Geriatric Society, side-to-side sways 30 seconds. This trains the most neglected kind of balance, lateral stability. Many falls happen not when walking straight, but when turning around, dodging an object, or shifting sideways. This movement mimics real-life balance challenges and helps your hips, spine, and ankles adjust naturally in response. You don't need to perform all of these at once. You can spread them throughout the day in the kitchen while waiting for water to boil, or next to your bed in the morning. The most important thing is consistency. Each time you repeat this routine, you're sending your brain one powerful message: we're still in motion, we're still capable, we're still strong. And just like that, you're beginning to reclaim the balance you thought you had lost. But physical movement alone isn't enough. In the next section, we'll explore the one tool that determines whether your nervous system can actually process these movements, and that's your breath. Part 3, the forgotten power of breath. Calm the nerves, stabilize the body. By now, you've seen how a simple 3-minute routine can reawaken your balance reflexes. But here's something that surprises almost everyone. Even the best movements fall short if your breathing is wrong. You see, most people, especially after 60, hold their breath when they feel off balance. It's an automatic reaction. Your body tenses, your chest locks, your brain goes into alert mode. But here's what really happens in that moment instead of helping. Holding your breath makes your muscles more rigid, your reaction slower, and your nervous system more panicked. Let's flip the script. Proper breathing isn't just relaxation, it's neural communication. When you breathe slowly, your brain interprets it as a message: I'm okay, I'm in control, and that single message helps coordinate your movements more smoothly, stabilize your core, and even lower your risk of falls. A study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that older adults who practice breath-based movement saw a 21% reduction in balance-related stumbles over 6 weeks. So, how do you breathe for better balance? Use the 4 to 6 method. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Exhale gently through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat this rhythm as you perform your balance routine. This breathing pattern activates the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and recalibrate mode, helping your muscles become fluid instead of stiff. Try this next time you feel a wobble. Instead of grabbing something or freezing, plant your feet, inhale gently, and exhale with intention. You'll notice your body start to stabilize, not from force, but from inner recalibration, and the benefits go even further. Proper breathing also improves spinal alignment, enhances core activation. Shuna helps your brain process spatial awareness more clearly. In fact, many yoga-based balance programs aren't just about poses, they're built around breath control, because breath is the foundation for movement, not the other way around. So now you have the movement, you have the breath, but there's one more piece to the puzzle, and it's something we often forget when we think about fitness or aging our daily habits. In the next section, we'll uncover 3 common habits. Tiny actions you probably do every day that are quietly undoing the progress you're making. But the good news is, once you notice them, they're easy to change. Part 4, 3 silent habits that quietly sabotage your balance and how to fix them. You've already learned how movement and breath can reconnect your body and brain, but there's something else that might be quietly undoing all your progress, your everyday habits. These are the unconscious things we do that slowly reshape how our brain perceives balance. And unless we correct them, even the best exercises will have limited results. Let's look at the top 3 silent saboteurs and how to reverse them. Acha 1. Looking down while walking. It feels safer to watch your feet, doesn't it? Especially if you've had a near fall. But here's the irony: constantly looking down shifts your spinal alignment forward, pulling your center of gravity off balance. It also decreases your brain's ability to process surroundings. You stop reading the full environment and instead focus on a narrow patch of ground. In a study from the University of Pittsburgh, seniors who trained themselves to look 5 to 6 feet ahead while walking had significantly better reaction times and fewer sidestepping errors. Fix practice walking with your chin level and your eyes forward, not down. If needed, walk near a wall at first to feel safer. 2. Sitting too long without standing. It sounds simple, but prolonged sitting is one of the biggest threats to postural stability. Why? Because the glutes, thighs, core, and spine, the muscles that stabilize you, literally switch off when you sit for long periods. A 2018 meta-analysis from the British Journal of Sports Medicine concluded that older adults who sat for over 8 hours a day had a twice higher risk of balance-related falls than those who stood up once every 30-45 minutes. Set a timer or pair movement with routine tasks. Every 30-45 minutes, stand up, march in place, do heel lifts, or just shift your weight back and forth. 3. Over-relying on furniture or walls for balance. It's comforting to hold on to countertops, tables, or rails. But if you do this too often, your nervous system never learns to correct itself. Think of it like teaching someone to swim by never letting them go of the pool edge. They never truly develop the skill. Start small. During balance exercises, lightly touch a surface with just your fingertips. As you improve, gradually reduce contact until you can hold your balance unsupported, even for just 5 seconds. Each of these habits may feel harmless, but over time, they send the wrong message to your brain that you're not capable, not safe, not stable. And the more your brain believes that, the more your body follows suit. By gently shifting these habits, you reclaim trust in your own body. You tell your nervous system, I can do this. And that belief, combined with your daily movements and breath, sets the foundation for lasting change. In the next section, we'll take this one step further. You'll discover a powerful nighttime strategy that helps your body lock in these gains while you sleep, so the progress you make during the day doesn't quietly disappear by morning. Part 5, Restore While You Sleep, the Nighttime Recovery Method. You've been doing the work: 3 minutes of focused movement, intentional breathing, and slowly shifting harmful habits. But here's the missing link that most people never consider. Your body doesn't rebuild while you're exercising. It rebuilds while you're resting. And most importantly, that rebuilding happens while you sleep. After 60, your body enters a state called anabolic resistance, which means your muscles and nervous system don't repair themselves as efficiently as they used to. Even after exercise and without the right support, the benefits fade before your body can lock them in. The good news: you can override that process with one simple nighttime habit. What your body needs after balance training. Every time you do your 3-minute routine, you're waking up dormant nerves, retraining reflexes, and re-engaging stabilizing muscles. But activation is just step 1. To make those improvements stick, your body needs protein to repair micro damage in muscles and build stronger neuromuscular pathways. Sleep to consolidate new motor memory and refresh your nervous system. A 2021 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults over 60 who consumed 25-30 grams of protein within 2 hours before bed experienced 30% more muscle protein synthesis overnight than those who didn't. That's huge because better recovery at night means better stability by morning. The best pre-bed choices are surprisingly simple. You don't need to eat a full meal. Even small snacks make a difference. Here are 4 examples of smart bedtime fuel. 1 boiled egg, a scoop of casein protein powder and water, half a cup of plain Greek yogurt, a slice of whole grain toast with almond butter. Each of these options digests slowly, feeding your body with amino acids throughout the night to repair and reinforce what you worked on during the day. Think of it like this. Exercise is sunlight for your nervous system. Protein is the water. Without both, your inner garden won't grow. And what about sleep quality? Good sleep isn't just about hours, it's about deep sleep. That's when your brain replays and stores new patterns, like better reflexes and improved foot placement. Older adults who get less than 6 hours of quality sleep have been shown to have significantly slower postural adjustments, according to a 2020 NIH study. To improve sleep, keep your room dark and cool. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. Try gentle breathing 4 to 6 method before bed. It's not just about going to sleep, it's about letting your nervous system reboot. So now the loop is complete: daytime training, mindful breathing, corrected habits, nighttime restoration. Each part feeds the next. But here's the most important part: consistency. Even the best plan means little without follow-through. In the next section, I'll guide you through how to turn everything we've learned into a simple daily rhythm, something you can easily remember, enjoy, and make part of your lifestyle for years to come. Part 6. Build a simple daily rhythm that keeps you strong for years. So far, you've reawakened the systems that keep you upright, learned how breath empowers movement, corrected silent habits, and even supported your recovery during sleep. But without one final ingredient, your progress will remain fragile: consistency. Let's be honest, starting something is easy, but sticking with it, that's where most people struggle, especially after 60 when energy, motivation, and routines change. That's why your balance routine should never feel like a chore. It should feel like a quiet ritual, as natural and essential as brushing your teeth. And the truth is, you don't need hours, you just need a rhythm. The 3-minute core, your non-negotiable. Choose a time of day that works with your energy, not against it. For most people, morning is best. Your mind is fresher, distractions are fewer, and your body responds more quickly to movement. For others, evening is ideal, especially when paired with slow breathing to wind down. A 2017 behavioral study from Stanford University found that adults who anchored short exercise routines to fixed daily activities, like brushing teeth or boiling water, were 42% more likely to maintain the habit for over 6 months. Try this: do your 3-minute routine while waiting for morning coffee, or right before brushing your teeth at night. Stacking healthy habits for maximum benefit. Small habits create compounding momentum. If you link your balance routine to other daily microsteps, it becomes easier to sustain. Examples: stretch your calves while brushing your teeth. Do heel-to-toe walks while waiting for the microwave. Practice single-leg balance while folding laundry. Use a kitchen counter for side-to-side sways while cooking. Over time, your day becomes a low-pressure training ground where movement and recovery happen naturally without overthinking. Track feelings, not just results. Instead of counting reps, track how you feel. Did you feel more stable walking to the mailbox? Did you climb stairs without hesitation? Was your breathing calmer during a stressful moment? This emotional tracking builds self-awareness and intrinsic motivation, which research shows is far more sustainable than willpower alone. In a 2020 report by the National Institute on Aging, seniors who emotion tracked their progress were 57% more likely to maintain physical routines after 3 months compared to those tracking only numbers. Give yourself grace, but stay engaged. Life happens. You'll have days you miss your practice. That's okay. What matters is this: don't let 2 days become 2 weeks. Treat your 3-minute balance reset like watering a plant. You don't need perfection. You need gentle repetition. Every time you return, your body remembers, your brain strengthens, your trust deepens. And finally, remember this: you don't have to do it alone. In the next section, we'll explore something even more powerful than routines or habits: your belief in yourself. The quiet shift from "I'm afraid of falling" to "I walk with purpose." We'll talk about the mindset of strength and how reclaiming it can transform not just how you move, but how you live. Part 7. The mindset of steady strength. Believe before you step. You've practiced movement, breath, and rest. But there's one more piece: how you think about your body. Because if deep down you believe you're too old to improve, your steps will always feel uncertain, no matter how strong your muscles are. Balance begins not in your legs, but in your mind. A University of Michigan study showed that seniors who feared falling, even without a fall history, had 27% worse balance simply due to fear. This means what you believe becomes what your body prepares for. But the opposite is also true. When you believe just a little that you can walk with purpose again, your brain and body start to shift. Try saying, "My steps are becoming steadier. I'm learning balance day by day." Say it out loud before your 3-minute routine. Write it on a note by your mirror. Repeat it softly before you sleep. Because every step you take is more than a physical act. It's a message to your brain: I'm still capable. I'm still strong. And as your body moves differently, your life opens up. In the final part, we'll pull everything together and remind you that what you're doing isn't about slowing down. It's about rising up. You've just walked through something powerful, not just a guide to better balance, but a path back to something far more personal: your freedom. Because this isn't only about preventing falls, it's about reclaiming your right to move with confidence, to walk into a room without hesitation, to bend down and pick up your grandchild, to step outside and not feel afraid. Balance is not a luxury of youth, it is a skill. And like any skill, it can be rebuilt, renewed, and reawakened. 3 minutes a day, one choice at a time, one breath at a time. You are not broken. You are not done. You are becoming. So here's what I ask. Try this routine tomorrow morning. Notice how your feet feel after a few steps. Share your experience below with the words, "I took a step." That's how it begins. And if this video helped you, if even one part made you feel seen, understood, or hopeful, please consider subscribing and joining us here. Because this is more than a channel. It's a movement. And we're walking it together. You've taken the first step. Now, take the next one.